You know, sometimes Hollywood rumors get so wild that even the actors themselves can't ignore them. And in the case of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, one bizarre rumor went viral that had people talking nonstop. I'll tell you straight up, stick around till the very end, because only then will you understand how this strange story took over the internet and why Jeffrey himself had to step in. Trust me, you won't believe how crazy this gets. So here's the setup. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the actor we all know from The Walking Dead and Supernatural, suddenly found himself at the center of a storm. Out of nowhere, a rumor spread online that claimed he was doing something shocking 20 times a week. Now, on social media, you already know how things work. Once a phrase like that catches fire, memes explode, people start speculating, and soon it's trending everywhere. But the funny thing? Nobody even knew where the rumor started. It just popped up, snowballed, and became the talk of the town. For Jeffrey, this wasn't just a harmless internet joke. Imagine waking up and seeing millions of people discussing a number connected to your private life, exaggerating and twisting it into something bigger than reality. At first, he tried to laugh it off, but the rumor wouldn't die. Every interview, every fan comment, every online thread, people kept bringing it up. And that's when he realized staying silent would only make the fire grow stronger. But what exactly was this 20 times a week claim about? And why did Jeffrey finally decide he couldn't ignore it any longer? That's where the real twist comes in, and you're going to want to see how he handled it, because his response turned the whole rumor on its head. The rumor itself sounded so ridiculous that at first many fans assumed it had to be a joke. Jeffrey Dean Morgan does this 20 times a week. It became a punchline across Twitter, Reddit, and fan forums. People were making memes, funny edits, and even fake screenshots, all based on this exaggerated claim. But here's the thing. The more the joke spread, the more it started to blur the line between comedy and reality. Some people actually believed it. For an actor like Jeffrey, who is respected for his roles as the tough but layered Negan in The Walking Dead and the charming John Winchester in Supernatural, this kind of attention wasn't flattering. His career is built on serious performances, and yet the internet was now reducing his identity to a silly number. And this wasn't just a one-day trend. It dragged on for weeks. Now, imagine you're in Jeffrey's shoes. You're walking into an interview, excited to talk about your projects, and instead, the interviewer hints at the viral rumor. You check your mentions online, and fans are tagging you in memes nonstop. It's no longer just funny, it's exhausting. That's exactly where Jeffrey found himself. At first, he thought ignoring it might be the smart move. After all, celebrities deal with gossip all the time, right? But the persistence of this rumor showed him it wasn't going away on its own. Every time he stayed quiet, the story grew louder. Silence, in this case, was like gasoline on fire. So, Jeffrey finally decided to take matters into his own hands. But instead of lashing out or getting angry, he chose a strategy that was both clever and entertaining. And the way he flipped the entire conversation left fans stunned. When Jeffrey finally spoke up, he didn't give the internet what it expected. Most people thought he'd be defensive or annoyed, but instead, he leaned right into the chaos. With a smirk and his signature dry humor, he addressed the rumor directly, almost as if he was in on the joke. And that's where the magic happened. By refusing to treat it like an attack, he turned the spotlight back in his favor. He made it clear that the whole 20 times a week claim was nothing but nonsense. But the way he explained it had everyone laughing instead of doubting him. It was classic Jeffrey Dean Morgan, cool, confident, and with just enough sarcasm to make people think twice about spreading silly gossip again. Fans who had been joking about the rumors suddenly switched sides, praising him for his honesty and sharp wit. What really hooked people was the twist in his response. Instead of letting the number define him, he flipped it and made the story about how absurd rumors can spiral out of control online. He reminded everyone how dangerous it is when people believe everything they read on social media. It wasn't just about clearing his name, it was about making a point. And that point landed perfectly. The same fans who once mocked the rumor now admired him even more. Headlines changed tone, articles highlighted his clever response, and suddenly Jeffrey wasn't the subject of ridicule. He was the guy who outsmarted the internet. That's a rare win in the age of viral gossip. But here's the kicker. His response didn't just shut the rumor down, it actually boosted his reputation. And the aftermath of that moment proved something powerful about celebrity culture that most people never notice. The aftermath of Jeffrey's clapback was fascinating. What started as a rumor meant to embarrass him ended up becoming one of the smartest PR moments of his career. Social media, which had once fueled the fire, now exploded with admiration. People weren't just sharing the rumor anymore. They were sharing his witty response. Overnight, the narrative flipped from Jeffrey Dean Morgan and the weird 20 times a weak claim to Jeffrey Dean Morgan just shut down the internet with class. This shift is important. In Hollywood, perception is everything. Some celebrities crumble under gossip, others hide from it. But Jeffrey's decision to take control of the story reminded everyone that sometimes the best way to beat a rumor is to own it, twist it, and make people laugh with you instead of at you. Fans who loved him for Negan's toughness now saw that same strength in his real personality. It wasn't an act. This was who he really was. Interestingly, the story also sparked conversations about how quickly misinformation spreads. Fans began pointing out how dangerous it is when a single baseless claim can dominate headlines and overshadow real achievements. Jeffrey's case became a mini lesson in digital culture, proving just how easily gossip travels and how rarely anyone stops to question it. And yet, through all the chaos, Jeffrey managed to keep his cool. That's what set him apart. Instead of reacting emotionally, he played the long game. He turned something negative into a viral win, gaining new respect not only from fans, but even from journalists who covered the story. But here's the twist you didn't see coming. This wasn't the first time Jeffrey had to deal with wild rumors. And the way he handled past situations explains why he knew exactly what to do this time. Looking back, the viral 20 times a week story wasn't an isolated event. It was just one chapter in a career where Jeffrey Dean Morgan has had to face his share of rumors. Like many Hollywood stars, he has often been under the spotlight not just for his work, but for exaggerated tales that circle around his personal life. And each time, his approach has been consistent. Never let the rumor control the narrative, always flip it on its head. That consistency is what makes his handling of this particular moment legendary. Fans noticed something important. Jeffrey's personality off-screen mirrors his strongest characters. Just like Negan uses wit, charm, and sharp timing to disarm his enemies, Jeffrey used humor and honesty to disarm gossip. It's one thing to play a powerful role on TV, but it's another to bring that same energy into real life. That's why people connected so deeply with the way he responded. The entire incident also revealed something bigger about the entertainment industry. We live in a time where one viral post can overshadow years of hard work. For many actors, that's terrifying. But Jeffrey showed that with the right mix of confidence and humor, even the strangest rumor can become an opportunity to win people over. Instead of letting it drag his reputation down, he turned it into a story fans will remember for years. And that's the real takeaway here. It's not about the number or the meme or even the gossip itself. It's about how Jeffrey Dean Morgan proved that resilience, quick thinking, and a little bit of wit can turn the tables in your favor. By the end, the rumor didn't define him, his response did. And that response is exactly why fans love him even more today.